Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we have another episode of Chem Strike Saturday, which of course is the weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in Chem Strikes, and this one is fantastic, man. So first and foremost, it was sent in by a guy named COD 619, who is almost a legend at this point on Chem Strike Saturday. This is either his 4th or 5th time on the show. He sends in lots of great gameplays every single week. Of course, I try to make it so new first-time guests can actually be on episodes of Chem Strike Saturday, but this one was just too good to pass up, man. It was a fantastic gameplay that he has sent in. So we got ourselves a pretty fast Chem Strike running around with the golden ARX. So the ARX-160 in its own right is a very underused gun. It's a very unique gun. I love the gun itself, but it's very underused across the board. It's the very last assault rifle in the assault rifle list, so you would think it'd be a very good gun, but it's really not the greatest of guns. It's, in a lot of cases, it's an average assault rifle, and it doesn't perform as well as, say, a Honey Badger or a Remington R5 or an MSBS, even after the MSBS nerf. It's not as good as a lot of different rifles. The SC-2010 is a laser gun compared to this thing, so not a lot of people use it. So to take a gun, which is very underused and not exactly the best rifle by far out of all the assault rifles in Call of Duty Ghost, and to get a Chem Strike with it, and to use it enough to the point where you have the gun up to gold camo, is a pretty freaking awesome feat, in my opinion. That and the fact that the gameplay itself is ridiculous. You guys saw the rampage that he just went in at the B flag, how he ended up playing that perfectly, where he was out of ammo. He picked up the TAC-12 shotgun just to be able to defend himself, while he ended up finding a scavenger pack to get some more ammo in his ARX. Thankfully, he didn't actually have to use the shotgun itself, so he actually just ended up getting ammo for his ARX, and now he can continue his streak, running around with that beautiful, awesome golden weapon. So for the rest of the gameplay here, we're basically going to be sticking around the B flag. So the map Strike Zone, of course, is the only map in Call of Duty Ghost that is affected by a Chem Strike, in that when the Chem Strike goes off, the map blows up and the map changes drastically in terms of its appearance. It plays pretty similar, but it doesn't play exactly the same. It's definitely different. There's definitely a noticeable difference in how people play and how the map itself feels. And so when you're on this good of a kill streak, you might just want to stick back a little bit. You might want to defend the B flag, which of course, if you've played Domination, I mean, how long has Domination been a game mode in Call of Duty? If you know anything about Domination, is that the B flag is king. People are going to come to the B flag. That's how things work. And so you might as well stick around the B flag. You might as well do what you can to pick off some people towards the B flag, defend the B flag. You know you're going to get traffic, which one of the things in Call of Duty Ghost that is a bit more difficult to master in this game with the lack of the UAV is the traffic patterns. And we actually pick up the Chem Strike right there, basically just taking out everybody towards the B flag, using that golden ARX rifle, which once again, very underused gun. And I think I'm going to try and make a challenge to myself to get this gun up to gold now, because it's one of those pride things. Like, you see somebody that gets a golden riot shield, it's like, wow, that guy spent all that time getting a riot shield up to gold. Or you see somebody that, I don't know, pick a random weapon, any random weapon really at all. You see somebody with like a golden chainsaw. It's like, wow, that guy used the chainsaw. Well, the chainsaw's not bad, but by no means is the chainsaw amazing. I mean, would you rather not use a submachine gun? Would you rather not use an assault rifle? Would you rather not use a light machine gun that actually gives you the ability to aim down your sights? So when you see like these unique, more obscure weapons and people get them to gold, it's almost like a badge of honor. I remember during Modern Warfare 3, we would make our mission to get like the KSG shotgun, which was notorious as like one of the worst shotguns in that game, up to gold, or the AA-12, which I think everyone agrees was the worst shotgun in Modern Warfare 3. Get that gun up to gold, or get other random things up to gold. It's a fun thing. It's a fun challenge, fun thing for you to do in Call of Duty Ghost. Highly suggest it to all of you. But a final score of 70 and 11 for Mr. COD 619. 70 and 11, which is absolutely absurd. A very good gameplay overall. And I want to stop in the video here and just kind of address this. So here on Chem Strike Saturday, sometimes you read comments of people saying, well, wow, I don't care that he went 70-11 and got the Chem Strike. I can't help but notice that he didn't capture a single flag in that gameplay. There's a big difference between someone that's just completely camping for kills and somebody who's just being a slayer and taking out everybody. And that's exactly what we saw in the gameplay. Irrefutable evidence. You look at the gameplay, he was dominating that B flag, making it so the enemy team couldn't have it, getting so many defend points, it was absurd. And it was just great gameplay. It's a great gameplay overall. So good job to you, Mr. COD 619. I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of Chem Strike Saturday. And if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. If you guys like to send in your guys' Chem Strikes for next week's episode of Chem Strike Saturday, Everything you guys need to see is on your screen right now. No commentary, no color correction. Render your video at a very good quality. Quality is key for these videos. And upload to YouTube as unlisted. Link me via personal message here on YouTube. And then congratulations, you have submitted your video for next week's episode of Chem Strike Saturday. We do 3 of them every single week, and your video may be one of the 3 that go up next week. So send in your stuff. You might be on there. So if you guys like to go ahead and check out CODGO619, you can find him at youtube.com/CODGO619. And this is either his 4th or 5th time on the show. I'm losing count at this point because so many people have been on Chem Strike Saturday that I really do lose track of you guys at this point, because we're almost like 60 episodes in or so. There's been a lot of different people that have been on this show so far, but CODGO619 is definitely one that sticks out to me. If you head on over to his channel, you're going to find a ton of Call of Duty Ghost videos, as you guys might guess from the title of his channel, CODGO619. Tons of Ghost videos on his channel. His channel's actually off to a great start. He posts daily, which is a piece of advice I give to everybody. If you're starting out your YouTube channel, you really want to grow your YouTube channel, you gotta post consistent, good content, and that's what he does here. He's just under 1,000 subscribers last time I checked, and he's got a good channel starting off. He's really got a good channel starting off. So if you like Call of Duty Ghost, he has a bunch of stuff on his channel, so much stuff that I'm not really even going to take the time to list all of it. Go check out his channel if you guys haven't already. I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode of Chem Strike Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.